Hello Stampers and welcome to Laura's Stamp Pad. Today is my birthday and in honor of that I thought I would do a little about me so you could learn more about me. And my about me today is to show you my stamp pad. So I'm going to show you how I have my craft room, the little tips and tricks that I use to organize it, and maybe you can use some of those at home as well. So let's get started. First off, this is the cabinet that is directly behind me, so it has a lot of the things that I need to use that are just within arm's reach. You can see I have all of my embellishments with my ribbons up top, and then the little container to the side holds some of my washi tape, pearls, rhinestones, some little treat bags at the top, and other endless little items. Then as we go down to the next shelf, you'll see I have my little embellishment carousel there with all the little containers, and then that is all of my scrap paper. You can see I have one little box that holds more of my girly colors, pinks, purples, oranges, yellows, and then the other one is my neutrals and my blues and greens. I just keep all of my little scraps of paper in a cellophane bag, and all of them are in those little boxes. That is my go-to place first whenever I need to use a piece of cardstock. And whenever I don't have a piece big enough in my scraps, then I just go down a little bit further, and you can see that that is where I have all of my 8.5 by 11 storage. All of the cardstock is in its color family, the brights, the subtles, the regals, the neutrals, and then of course my in colors. And then I have one that is specifically for Very Vanilla and Whisper White. I have little extras off to the left there, and then just above those two cases I have my Designer Series paper. Then just a little bit lower I have two drawers. One drawer just has a little odds and ends of plastic containers that hold any scraps of Designer Series paper, glimmer paper, and other items. And then the bottom drawer is for my grid paper. Coming over just a little bit, then again, still within arm's reach of my desk, I have my entire carousel with all of my ink pads on it. That includes all of the color families as well as the two sets of in colors, and there's still a few extra spots left over for my Memento pad, my StazOn pad, Versamark, and other various items. At the very top you can see I have a few of my re-inkers. The rest of them are in boxes that are in one of my cabinets. The little case next to that, that is one of the cases for the Big Shot dies. So I have a few of my dies and embossing folders in that case. And then we go a little bit lower to the cabinet that those are sitting on. And I have a few of my kits, my banner kits, and a couple other kits there on the right. And then a couple fabulous little boxes for all of my cards that have already been created. Some wood stamp sets, as you can see I've mostly gone clear. Then there's my Cameo, and on the bottom I have some catalogs, the boxes of re-inkers, and a few other various items. Now let's go back up, and I'll show you just to the left of this is my Big Shot station. So this is my Big Shot, and I have all of my framelits in the little, in the cases, the clear mount cases that come with our stamp sets. You can buy those cases 4 to a pack, and I just use those empty cases to slip the instructions for the framelits into the front clear pouch, and then I stick my framelits right inside. I also have my Big Shot here, my markers, and then in that top drawer I have all of my cutting pads, the extended cutting pad, the standard cutting pad, my magnetic platform, and the multi-purpose platform. The next drawer down is actually all of my embossing items. So I just have a few various items here. I have my heat embosser, my hot glue gun, all of my little embossing containers there, and a few other various products as well. The third drawer there has lots of my bridal fair items, so it has a lot of samples that I have for brides as well as a few supplies. And to the left of my desk is this little contraption which holds all of my punches. You can see I have punches on 3 shelves, and then on the very top shelf I have this little plastic 12 by 12 case which holds all of my scraps for my Vanilla and Whisper White cardstock. So it's super handy, and I can go to that first before going to a full sheet of 8.5 by 11. There's my little trash can. So now we'll go to my actual workspace. The first little cubby there holds my paper trimmer as well as my cleaning pad for my stamps. Then that very first drawer actually has all of my sponge daubers as well as my clear blocks. So you can see they're kind of just tossed in there. The second drawer there, you can see, holds all of my greeting stamp sets, and then, which it's starting to fill up, and then the bottom drawer holds all of my note cards and envelopes, as well as just the regular envelopes. And then we'll go over to my middle drawer here, which has lots of different adhesives. These are kind of my extra adhesives, so I go there whenever they're all out in my drawer next to this. Then there's also my blendabilities have taken up residence here because I haven't really found a spot for those just yet. And then over to the right, this is kind of my junk drawer. This is the drawer that's always open when I'm crafting because it has all my scissors, has bone folders, adhesives, all kinds of adhesives, some pens for taking down notes, the Stamp and Mist, just lots of various little tools. So it's always a mess, but I'm okay with that one. The next drawer down has all of my stamp sets. These are mostly my image stamp sets, although there are some greetings in there as well. You can see that it's starting to fill up as well. And then the bottom drawer here actually has all of my trash bags, little trash bags that I use at my classes, and then little cellophane bags and any other packaging bags that I might need. So you can see a lot of my stuff is all within hand's reach of my desk. So I love that because then I don't need to be reaching up around or getting up. Everything is just, you know, a reach to the left or a reach to the right. Okay, so this is the other side of my stamp room that does require a little getting up and moving around too. So I have the cubes here, and each of those cubes just kind of hold various different items that I might need for a craft project. You can see the envelope punch board is there, as well as the gift box punch board. There's some of my scrapbooking items with my this and that, as well as Project Life, and then a few other various items. And those are also on top of some filing cabinets that I use. Then we go to my closet, and as you can see in my closet, all of the cases that are there on the left, the pink and purple, of course, my favorite colors, those cases hold all of the supplies for my upcoming events. And then you can see there's oodles of scrapbooks and other cases that hold 12 by 12 cardstock. Some of those actually are holding 12 by 12 cardstock, and some of them just have various items in there for upcoming projects. I hope you enjoyed this little video that shows off my craft room, and I hope you got some great tips for organizing to inspire you for your craft room. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, this is my craft room, Laura's Stamp Pad. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up down below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any other videos that I have coming within the next couple of weeks as well. Happy stamping!